you want to win $250,000 VC? Do you want to see your shoe in NBA 2K20? Of course you do. Well, here's how you can do it. It's our Shoe Creator Challenge.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi. A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Gordon.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Brooks. De'Aaron Fox out there with Alec Burks. And there's Gordon, and it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Toronto, they've got DeJounte Murray. Terrence Ross is out there with Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Mark, here we are in mid-season, and some teams have already exceeded early expectations, starting to show that they are the real deal.
Yeah, no fluke, and that's what we call validation. Again, you have such a long season early on. The schedule can work in your favor, but as we get to this point in the season, Kevin, teams are starting to show you who they really are, answering doubters, and it's got to be extremely satisfying when you prove folks wrong.
Absolutely. So it's the Mavericks now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Shot clock at 5. Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Doncic dishes to Ross. Back to Doncic. Here's Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Outside, Fox to the paint, and Embiid throws it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Now here's Doncic. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Fox. Boy, he just disappeared against San Antonio, and they really needed him. Fox with the steal. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at carving through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
Pass to Doncic. Floats one, and the rejection by Embiid. Teardrop shot. Robinson with the block, and they're able to recover. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Toronto. It's a 3-point game. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
Now, here's Burks. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Five on the clock. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Nice D from Brooks. Ross with the steal. On the wing, Doncic. Gets it off, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 point. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
On the floor for Dallas, Embiid is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Brooks, and it's Fox in at the point. Now, here's Burks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over Murray, Robinson pulls it in. Toronto with the last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Now, here's Burks. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Murray against Burks. Doncic feeling it out. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Here's Murray after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Ross in the corner. Lets it go with a three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's now 6 points for Terrence Ross.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. And he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
Here's Murray after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Burks. Back to Fox. 5 to shoot. It's blocked.
Great play by Ross. I mean, using that bouncing ability at the defensive end, love it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now, here's Doncic. 17-foot shot on the way. And another basket for Toronto. And, you know, you heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know, Kevin, that's a great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special young player.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Robinson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Outside, Fox. Embiid kicks to Fox. Over Doncic. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, for Toronto, Kenny, what's your take?
I was super impressed with their shot selection.
And that'll do.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Toronto right now, DeJounte Murray is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Ross in at the small forward position.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Now, here's Doncic. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon, Powell finds Doncic. Murray outside. Shoots over Embiid. And again, no good by Toronto. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base, those fans will be around for a while, giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
Clark, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, his use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard's got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
Now off the inbound. Chalk up two there. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Mavericks trail by 3. Right side, Fox. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Fox against Doncic. And it's in there. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Now, here's Burks. For Murray, Embiid trying to break loose. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Here's Murray. He's got 6. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Murray. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto. And you look at Joel Embiid, Clark, for a player standing 7'2", probably close to 300 pounds. You've got to be impressed with how well he moves out there.
And Kevin, that's the first and most eye-catching thing about him when I watch him, is how nimble he is for his size. And you notice it at the offensive end because he's got great skills and footwork, but defensively, he doesn't pick up a lot of cheap fouls despite having the primary role of rim protector for his team.
Here's Doncic after Alec Burks' score. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Outside, Fox. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And they double up Embiid. Brooks with no one around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Powell. And to get open is Robinson. Powell, that's good. And Toronto leads by 5.
Dwight Powell really showing continuing confidence in his inside game, and I think he's only going to get better down there.
Here's Embiid. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Toronto. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here, we've got Joel Embiid, Gordon out there with Brooks. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Fox in at the 1 spot. Near the 3-point line, it's Gordon. Powell pulls it in. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass.
Murray showing you real poise that time, guys, converting on aggressive defense. The concentration, outstanding.
And the pass to Burks. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside Gordon. Outside Fox. Fires for 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the 2nd.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Murray kicks to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Doncic passes to Ross. Over Brooks. Here's Doncic. 2 points. That one goes. And Toronto leads by 2.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividend.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Ross dishes to Murray. Passes it to Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. Embiid with the steal. Brooks with it. Out guarded by Murray. Down low. Here's Embiid. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on.
Doncic against Fox. And Doncic, here we go, in the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Embiid is at the elbow. Stolen by Robinson. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Fox looking it over. 56 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3. That one misses. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's Doncic. Got it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 3. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Thank you, David. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws. That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 3. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
So here's Burks. Pass to Fox. Embiid wide open. It's rebounded by Doncic. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding it.
It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Toronto calls timeout. They're leading by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game.